World Cup coverage, Ruud van Nistelrooy, who is currently the assistant manager now. 2005 was his debut. Klaas-Jan Huntelaar won Carlos Bocanegra on this ground back in 2010. And overtaking Alexi Lalas with appearance number 97. Fist of pie. Able to run, and Guzan was already... And Jan Maerts! Guzan
doing is really pinning teams in their own half and making it difficult.
Pitch was only laid 2 days ago after a major concert. Left by Promes.
Continue to show Jurgen Klinsmann that he is the success.
Morales.
Opportunity. We talked about Aaron Johansson. We talked about Jazzy Zardes. We talked about Ben Wants.
Here's Zardes. And it struck Daley Blind. Martin's Indy. Qualify automatically for the finals in France. Netherlands for RZ. Indeed, he scored in. And Michael Bradley will try one, and it's comfortably with Promes. Jorginho Wijnaldum.
Too much. They got to step up higher, not allow Holland to hold.
Outside him. Classy. And Percy was on his way early. Chandler does well. Drilled in. And off the head of Classy. Bradley with this. And Zardes was coming in. Confusion, and Zardes!
Two Dutch players, Van Persie getting in that 6-yard area.
Bradley would take two. Missed by Johansson. Drilled across into position. A nice ball. Jan Maerts. Important header by Jan Maerts. Beckerman. Zardes turning. There's Bradley! Off the inside of the post. Johnson.
Martin's Indies. And there you can see Fabian Johnson off.
Memphis Depay. John Brooks. And Shea's in here. And then Bradley and Shea again. And
inside, creating the angle on Janmaat and then Cillessen, but Shea taking advantage, gets into a good position. Needed, once again, just that.
Here is Promes.
To teams, and we're going to be more possession-based. And in some of those times, to be an opponent that could trouble them, that could put them.
No one's picked up Daley Blind. Corner from Depay. And who's out? Of Morales. Depay.
Leaving Daley Blind wide open at the top of the 18.
And for Huntelaar, he's a dangerous customer.
Coming back, but at the same time, Huntelaar should have done better. Position that far out of the center. Huntelaar just taking way too.
Depay. Morales with a miss. Great cross, lovely finish all time with Patrick Kluivert. But it was the quality.
Fantastic cross, but you just can't give a player of that. He just comes away from him, gets underneath the ball, and Brooks just steps forward. Alvarado.
Here comes Chandler. Cillessen secure. Tricky play by Jan Maerts. And then it fell. Promes. Wasn't what he intended. Hansen wanted it, but that's overclubbed. And John Brooks down to make the block. Van Persie again. Season. There's Johnson. And Zardes! His first international goal comes in one of the great cathedrals.
Good chances. I'm glad to see Zardes. Actually what the U.S. deserve. They've created 4 or 5 very... Not the easiest of chances, but does a great job of just getting behind Janmaat. Good concentration, but good ball to the far post. Nothing defenders like worse than...
And Van Persie hit his own man. 2010. It's Jan Maerts.
In this kind of rhythm.
Jan Maerts. It's a devil of a ball. Van Persie with his arm up. Goalkeeper exposed. Oh, and he overcompensated.
Depay just leaving Alvarado and He comes back inside here. You thought he was going to take the shot, and he rolls it. But excellent job from
Classy. Percy was ready. Siverson. Van Persie. Will defeat Jan. Promise. Lovely ball and a super finish. The referee, Martin Strum.
We didn't hear it, or the players didn't hear it, the fans didn't hear it. And then cross into the area, and I guess it was just a foul on Timmy Chandler.
Lead. And Depay should have.
Well, we give it everything we have, and then from there,
chances against this team away from home is what he was looking for. I mean,
and now it's Blint. And Van Persie
comes at far post, and then Van Persie just bullies.
Van der Weel and Huntelaar tonight.
When you have,
well, the focus historically may be on Robin Van Persie.
But once again, John Brooks is a little bit too far, jumps, allow him to get in between you. Orozco. But it's just a simple run in front of one defender with another defender.
Timmy Chandler with a decent effort, which is...
With the injury crisis with the LA Galaxy, Omar Gonzalez not well.
Bradley. And Brooks.
Creating a little space for himself, but to no end. Wijnaldum on Timmy Chandler at the other half, then that's probably a foul.
Narsing again. And Wijnaldum.
Lead.
Narsing. Brooks with the header. And Huntelaar.
You know, this is the fear, John, when you get into a situation where...
He will do his very best to claim that as a hat-trick.
It did. It's a good shot. Might have gone off of a Ross, but then this is where the team has to come out of the back quicker.
Chandler's ball. Chandler. And yeah.
And that's once again.
Yedlin on the charge.
He sees so much promise and just wants him more game.
Zardes to Bradley.
You know,
it's Beckerman. New York City, let alone Lampard. That's another teasing ball in for your hand. And Depay in for Wijnaldum.
The of service from wide positions. That's a little optimistic from Depay.
Johansson wants the early ball. It'll come for Yedlin. Two speedsters together, he and...
Danny Williams does a good job finding Michael Bradley, puts it into the...
Hour, who were then relegated. It's Brooke. Yedlin. Stretching was Blint. It's a foul and a free kick.
Bit too hard on the touch. Blint feeling that he got the ball, but...
Recovery play from Chandler was laudable. Euro qualifiers mid-June, and Major League starting as early as the 8th. Defender is Bruma. Wood's done pretty well. And Yedlin on the outside. And
DeAndre Yedlin, who just uses his pace, and nobody can...
US. Pulls them back.
He just has the simplest of tap-ins. He just says, well, if you're not going to run with me, feeling a little pressure, falling down, not tracking back. You know, they...
Let's fly. Two balls on the pitch at the moment. The referee hasn't yet spotted the second.
Again, and
Depay!
Blint able just to get in behind him, and a little bit of a deflection.
Morris for the US. Danny Williams! Danny Williams!
Doesn't matter, it's in the back of the net.
It's in the history books.
Smashes on it, gets the fortunate deflection off of Ball's not cleared all the way. Williams keeps things alive.
De Jong again off the frame of the goal and made with him. Jordan Morris. It's there from Bobby Wood. A goal with just about the last.
Been just an absolute excellent. But look at the numbers that the US have. It was just two.